Yo, so I was just telling you before we hit record, armed response is a whole different animal than door work, right?
Completely different game, man.
Like when you're protecting high value assets, you're not just dealing with drunk college kids anymore.
Nah, it's organized people. People with plans.
You got Brian Phillips with me today. Man handles some serious clients in that world.
Yeah, Big J, it's a different world entirely. When money gets involved, real money, everything changes.
Everything.
The stakes are higher, the threats are smarter, and you gotta be ready for things you never trained for.
So picture this. It's 2:47 a.m. at an upscale club in the city.
Late night, everyone's drunk or high or both.
Brian's been watching this dude in a black Escalade circle the block for the third time.
Third time, same vehicle, tinted windows.
The dancers are nervous, think they got a stalker situation.
That's what I thought at first, too.
But Brian notices something. The guy's not watching the girls leaving.
He's watching the VIP entrance where my client just walked in with a metal briefcase.
Metal briefcase at 2 a.m. in a club.
Red flag number one.
And that's when Brian's earpiece crackles. We got 3 more vehicles, same make, converging on your location.
My blood went cold, man.
His client looks at him and says 4 words that change everything. They found me already.
That's when I knew this wasn't a regular protection gig.
So Brian, let's back up. How does somebody get into armed response and high value asset protection?
That's not exactly an entry-level position, you know?
Right, you can't just walk in off the street.
Started doing door work at regular clubs, nothing fancy, college bars, local spots where fights break out every weekend.
Same drunk idiots every Friday night.
Exactly. But I noticed the guys making real money weren't working the front door.
They were in the VIP sections.
Wearing suits, earpieces, barely saying a word, just observing.
Professional operators.
I asked one of them how to get in, and he said, get armed certified, get professional training, and learn to keep your mouth shut.
That last part's the hardest for most people.
Facts. Took me 2 years of weapons training, executive protection courses, learning how to read situations before they pop off.
2 years is a long time to invest.
But it pays off. My first high-value gig was protecting a local developer who'd pissed off the wrong people with a real estate deal.
Money and real estate, that's when people get serious.
Nothing happened that night, but I learned something important.
What's that?
The threats in this world aren't drunk idiots. They're organized, patient, and they plan.
They're not emotional, they're strategic.
Once you understand that, you start seeing the game differently. You're not just watching for aggression, you're watching for patterns.
So how'd you end up on this gig with Marcus? That's your client's name, right?
Marcus. Yeah, got the call from a contractor I'd worked with before.
Someone you trusted.
Thought I did? He said it was a simple VIP protection detail at an upscale club downtown.
Simple. That word should have been your first warning.
Right? He said the client was a businessman who liked to party but had some stalker issues.
Stalker issues.
That's what he said. $5,000 for the night, cash, just make sure nobody bothers him.
$5,000 for one night that's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. That should have been red flag number 2, but I needed the money.
We've all been there, man.
I show up to the club around 10 p.m., meet Marcus in the parking lot.
What's he look like?
Mid-30s, expensive suit, Rolex that probably cost more than my car, carrying this metal briefcase.
The briefcase.
Handcuffed to his wrist. I'm thinking, what businessman brings a handcuffed briefcase to a nightclub?
Unless what's inside is worth more than the party.
Exactly. But I don't ask questions. That's not my job.
Your job is to protect him.
So we walk in, and this club is high-end. Bottle service, velvet ropes, models everywhere.
Not your average spot.
Marcus goes straight to the VIP section, doesn't talk to anyone, sits down with the briefcase on the table.
Just sitting there with it.
Like he's waiting for someone. I'm standing behind him, scanning the room, and I notice 3 other guys in suits scattered around the VIP area.
Other security?
That's what I thought, but they're not watching Marcus, they're watching me.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
Around midnight, this dancer comes up to me, nervous as hell.
What did she say?
She says there's a guy outside in a black Escalade who's been circling the block watching the dancers leave.
The stalker?
That's what she thinks. She asks if I can walk her to her car later.
You say yes?
I tell her I'm working, but I'll radio club security to keep an eye out.
But you're thinking about it.
I step outside to check it out myself, and sure enough, black Escalade, tinted windows, just sitting at the corner.
Engine running?
Engine running. I watch it for a minute and it pulls away slowly, then circles back around.
Surveillance pattern.
That's when I notice something. The driver's not looking at the dancer's entrance.
He's looking at the VIP entrance.
Where Marcus is. I go back inside, and Marcus is on his phone, speaking in Spanish, looking stressed.
You speak Spanish?
Enough to catch a few words. He's saying something about tempo, time, and no puedo esperar. I can't wait.
He's on a deadline.
I lean in and ask him if everything's okay, and he just looks at me and says, "We might need to leave early."
Did you ask why?
I did. He says, "There are people looking for me, and if they find me here, it's going to get messy."
Nah, see, that's when I would have walked.
I thought about it, man, but I'm professional. I took the job.
You're committed.
Plus, if these people are who I think they are, walking out might be worse than staying.
You're in it now.
Around 2 a.m., things start changing. I notice the same black Escalade is now circling every 10 minutes.
More frequent.
Then I see 2 more SUVs, same make, different plates, doing the same thing.
Coordinated.
I radio the club's security, ask if they're seeing this.
What did they say?
Radio silence. Nothing. That's when I know either they're in on it or they've been told to stand down.
You're on your own.
I go back to Marcus and tell him we need to leave now.
What's he doing?
He's still sitting there, drinking, like he's waiting for something. He says, 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
I tell him, we don't have 5 minutes. That's when my earpiece crackles. It's the contractor.
The guy who hired you.
He says, we got 3 more vehicles, same make, converging on your location. Get him out now.
Oh, man.
Marcus hears it too. He's got his own earpiece, and he looks at me and says, they found me already.
That's when you knew this wasn't about stalkers.
This was about that briefcase. I grab Marcus by the arm, tell him we're leaving through the back.
The back exit.
We move through the VIP section, and those 3 guys in suits stand up.
To block you?
One of them reaches for his waistband, and I draw my weapon, not pointing it, just ready.
Showing them you're serious.
Marcus says something in Spanish to them, and they step aside. We move through the kitchen. Staff is gone, completely empty.
They cleared out.
Someone told them to leave. We get to the back exit, and I push the door. It's chained shut from the outside.
No.
We've been sold out. The club locked us in.
That's when you know it's bad.
Marcus is panicking now, breathing heavy, saying, we're dead. We're dead.
What are you thinking in that moment?
I'm thinking we need another exit. Fast. There's a loading dock door on the other side of the kitchen.
You head there.
We move through the kitchen, and I can hear voices outside. Multiple people, coordinating.
They're setting up.
I get to the loading dock door, crack it open, and there's a black van parked right there. Doors open.
Waiting for you.
4 guys in tactical gear, rifles pointed at the door.
Damn, Brian, that's an ambush.
I close the door, and Marcus is behind me, asking what we do.
What can you do?
I tell him the truth. We're boxed in. Front, back, loading dock, they're everywhere.
You're outnumbered and outgunned.
Marcus sits down on a crate, opens the briefcase, and I see it. Stacks of cash, hundreds, maybe 200 grand.
That's what this is about.
He says, this money belongs to some very dangerous people, and I made the mistake of thinking I could take it and disappear.
He stole from the cartel.
Not just the cartel, a syndicate that runs half the clubs in the city.
And you're the guy protecting their thief.
I didn't know that when I took the job, but now I'm in it.
Did Marcus tell you what his plan was?
He said he was supposed to meet someone at the club who was going to help him get out of the country.
The person never showed.
Never showed. He got set up.
And now you're both trapped.
That's when I hear footsteps coming from the main floor. Heavy boots, multiple people.
They're coming in.
I pull Marcus behind some storage shelves, weapon drawn, and I'm thinking, how do I get out of this alive?
You thinking about shooting your way out?
Against 4 guys with rifles? That's suicide.
So what's the play?
I hear a voice call out from the main floor. Marcus, we know you're here. Just bring the briefcase and walk out.
That's a lie.
Obviously. Marcus knows it too. He's shaking, sweating, asking me what to do.
What did you tell him?
I told him the truth. If you walk out there, they're going to kill you. If we stay here, they're going to come get us.
No good options.
Then the loading dock door opens and I hear that same voice. We're coming in. Last chance.
They're closing in from both sides.
I'm watching the kitchen entrance and I see them. 3 guys in suits, one of them holding a pistol.
The same guys from the VIP section.
They're moving slow, tactical, checking corners.
They know what they're doing.
One of them spots us, raises his weapon, and I raise mine.
Standoff.
For like 3 seconds, nobody moves. Then the guy says, you're not part of this. Walk away.
They're giving you an out.
I look at Marcus and he's just staring at me, waiting to see what I do.
That's the moment, man. That's the choice.
I'm thinking, I took this job to protect him, but he lied to me about what this was.
He put you in danger without telling you the truth.
And now I gotta decide, do I die for a guy who stole cartel money or do I take the out they're giving me?
What did you do?
I made the call that still haunts me. I lowered my weapon and stepped back.
You took the out.
Marcus looked at me, not angry, just resigned. He knew how this was going to end the moment he took that briefcase.
He knew he was dead either way.
The guy in the suit nodded at me, and two of his crew grabbed Marcus, pulled him toward the loading dock.
And you just watched.
I holstered my weapon and stood there. They took the briefcase, dragged Marcus out to the van.
Did he say anything?
He looked back at me and said, "You made the smart choice."
Damn.
I heard 2 gunshots before the van door even closed.
They killed him right there.
They drove off, and I'm standing there in the loading dock, weapon in my hand, knowing I just watched a man die.
That's heavy, Brian.
I could hear sirens in the distance. Someone called the cops.
Probably the dancers.
I walked back through the kitchen, and the employees were still gone. The club was empty except for one body on the main floor.
Wait, someone else got killed?
One of the guys from the VIP section, the one who reached for his waistband earlier, he'd been shot.
When did that happen?
I don't know. Maybe when we were in the back, maybe before. But he was dead, blood everywhere.
So the night claimed multiple lives.
The dancer who warned me about the stalker was sitting against the bar, crying, unharmed but traumatized.
She saw everything.
I asked if she was okay, and she just nodded. I told her to tell the cops she hid in the bathroom and didn't see anything.
Protect her from retaliation.
I called my contractor, told him what happened. He said, "Get out of there now and don't talk to anyone."
Did you leave?
I left before the cops arrived, walked out the front door, got in my car, and drove home.
Just like that.
Just like that. But I couldn't sleep for weeks, man.
I bet. That's a lot to process.
I kept seeing Marcus's face, hearing those 2 gunshots.
Did the cops ever come looking for you?
Never. The club's security footage mysteriously disappeared and nobody talked.
The club was in on it.
The whole thing was a setup from the beginning. The club was a front for money laundering. Marcus thought he could steal and run, and I was just a pawn.
You were brought in to make it look legitimate.
Exactly. If Marcus had real security, it would seem like he was serious about protecting himself.
But they never intended to let him leave.
The contractor who hired me disappeared too. I tried calling him a week later. Number was disconnected.
He was part of the setup.
Probably got paid to bring in someone who wouldn't ask too many questions.
And you fit that description.
I needed the money, took the job, didn't vet it properly.
That's the lesson right there, man. I've been in situations where the money looked good, but something felt off.
What did you do?
I walked. Had this dude offer me 10 grand to protect him for a weekend in Miami.
That's good money.
Too good. I asked him why he needed protection, and he kept dodging the question.
Red flag.
Huge red flag, so I did some digging, found out he was involved in a real estate scam that pissed off some investors.
Dangerous investors.
The kind that don't sue, they handle it themselves. I told him I couldn't take the job.
He finds someone else?
Yeah, some young kid trying to make a name for himself. 2 weeks later, I heard the client got jumped in a hotel parking lot.
What happened to the kid?
Broken jaw, cracked ribs, ended up in the hospital. The client disappeared after that.
That could have been you.
That's what I'm saying. Trusting your gut saves your life in this business.
I ignored mine because I needed the money.
We've all been there, though. Desperation makes you take risks you normally wouldn't.
After that night, I changed how I operate. I ask way more questions up front now.
Like what?
Who's the client? What's the real situation? Who else is involved? Why do they need armed protection specifically?
And if they can't answer those questions?
I walk away, no matter how much they are offering.
That's smart. Your life is worth more than any paycheck.
Exactly. And if you're going to put yourself in harm's way, it better be for something or someone worth it.
Marcus wasn't worth it.
Marcus made a choice that put everyone around him in danger. I can't save people from their own decisions.
All you can do is make sure you go home at the end of the night.
That's the job. Survive and learn.
Do you still think about that dancer? The one who was crying at the bar?
All the time. I wonder if she's okay, if she got out of that life.
Did you ever try to find her?
I thought about it, but I figured it was better to leave it alone. She saw me walk away from Marcus.
She might blame you.
Or she might understand I made the only choice that kept me alive.
You think she told the cops the truth?
I hope not, for her sake. The people who ran that club don't forgive loose ends.
The club shut down after that, right?
Yeah, about 2 weeks later. Health code violations, they said, but we both know that's not the real reason.
Too much heat.
They probably opened up somewhere else under a different name.
That's how these operations work. They're like roaches. You shut one down, another pops up.
And there's always someone willing to take the job, no questions asked.
Young guys trying to make a name for themselves.
That was me once. Thought I was invincible, thought I could handle anything.
We all start like that.
Then you get into a situation like this and you realize how quickly things can go sideways.
You were outnumbered, outgunned, and set up to fail.
And I made the survival decision. Some people would call that cowardice.
Nah, man, that's not cowardice. That's intelligence.
You think so?
I know so. You assessed the situation, realized you couldn't win, and chose to live. That's not cowardice. That's strategy.
Marcus didn't see it that way.
Marcus was already dead the moment he took that briefcase. You couldn't save him.
I know that now, but in the moment, I felt like I failed.
You didn't fail. You were put in an impossible situation by people who lied to you.
That's what I tell myself.
Do you still do high-value asset protection, or did that night change everything?
I still do it, but I'm way more selective now. I turn down more jobs than I take.
That's the right approach.
If something feels off, even a little bit, I walk away.
No amount of money is worth your life.
That's the lesson, and I wish I'd learned it before that night.
But you learned it, and you're here to tell the story. That dancer is alive because you kept your head.
I hope she's doing okay.
Me too, man. For everyone listening, if you're in this industry or thinking about getting into executive protection, hear this. Know your limits, ask the right questions, and never take a job that doesn't feel right.
Vet your clients, trust your instincts.
And if you're ever in a situation where you're boxed in and outgunned, there's no shame in choosing to survive.
You can't protect anyone if you're dead.
Facts. Brian Phillips, thank you for coming on and sharing that story, man. That's not an easy one to tell.
Thanks for having me, Big J. I appreciate you giving me the space to talk about it.
That's what we do here. Real stories from real people in the field.
If it helps one person avoid a situation like that, it's worth it.
No doubt. For everyone listening, if you like this episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone in the industry.
Spread the word.
We'll be back next week with another story from the field. Stay safe out there.
Stay sharp.